I'd like to recognize the ranking member, the Democrat, Ms. Madeleine Dean.
May I borrow yours? I thank you, Chairman McCall. I'm honored to be here with all of you today. To the Afghanistan Gold Star families, both here in the room and those who are at home, many of whom are in my own district, Pennsylvania's 4th Congressional District, suburban Philadelphia, I offer my humble words of thanks for your sacrifice, your courage, and your service to our country, alongside your sons and daughters, family members. I am so incredibly sorry for this crushing set of losses. To these heroes, the loss of your sons, daughters, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, and so many other loved relationships. Over the course of the 20-year war in Afghanistan, 2,461 U.S. service members were killed, including 93 from my own home state of Pennsylvania. I have had the privilege over the years to meet many Gold Star families, and I am continually in awe of your courage, your strength, your devotion to your lost family member, but also your devotion to our country. I'm in awe of your strength. What happened at Abbey Gate 2 years ago was devastating, obviously to you, but to our country. I think you know that. In your own grief, in your own pain that is unimaginable to me, a mother to 3, a grandmother to 4, know that our country lost in a crushing way alongside each of you, even as we cannot fully comprehend the heartbreak that you have suffered and you will continue to suffer. I humbly acknowledge and thank the more than 800,000 men and women who served in Afghanistan over the course of 20 years. The weight of these deployments placed so much on families and on loved ones. 20,744 U.S. service members were wounded, and many, many others suffer from the lingering, often invisible wounds of war, including PTSD. Marine Corps Sergeant Tyler Vargas Andrews, what an honor it is to be with you yet again. Thank you for coming before this committee and explaining so much to us, because we do have an obligation to learn what happened from your family members, from the service members who were there. And Specialist Aidan Gunderson, thank you also for your service to us, this Congress, but obviously, much more importantly, to our country. You know that your family member's service was not in vain, as the chairman has said. To all of the service members, men and women who served, you prevented another 9/11. It's an extraordinary feat over many, many people, over many, many years, over a tremendous amount of sacrifice and suffering. In those final days, your loved ones ensured that more than 100,000 people were evacuated to safety, even as they did not get to enjoy that same thing. Marine Corps Lance David Espinoza, Marine Corps Sergeant Nicole Gee, Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Darren Taylor Hoover, Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Christopher Knaus, Marine Corps Corporal Hunter Lopez, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCullum, Marine Corps Dylan Merola, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Kareem Nikui, Marine Corps Corporal Dagan Page, Marine Corps Sergeant Jahani Rosario Pichardo, Marine Corps Corporal Umberto Bert Sanchez, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class Maxton Soviak. Their names will not be forgotten. I wanted to be sure I said their names as well, so that they are forever on the hearts and minds of everyone in this country who should never forget the sacrifice and the service that they offered to this country at the end of a 20-year war. What a heartbreaking horror. We are forever indebted to you. This 20-year war cost us so much, yet we could not continue to send Americans to fight a war no longer in the nation's vital interest, and your family members knew that. We could not continue to risk the lives of our young men and women. It is a fact that the end was devastatingly heartbreaking, a tragic terrorist bomb tearing away so many civilians there, as well as our service members, your loved ones. Still, it was necessary to bring this war to a close. We know that it was a series of decisions over multiple administrations that brought this war to an end, a very tragic end. As Secretary Austin testified to Congress, quote, "Extending beyond the end of August would have greatly imperiled our people and our mission. The Taliban made clear that their cooperation would end on the 1st of September. Staying longer than we did would have made it even more dangerous for our people and would not have significantly changed the number of evacuees to get out." In the end, it was a series of decisions made and executed over multiple administrations. But we are here today to honor you, to learn from you, from your service, your sacrifice, and your grievous losses, so that we in Congress will only do better in the future for those who serve us. May God protect and continue to watch over you and your families and all of the troops of the United States of America. And with that, I yield.